What's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you 5 ways on how to stop worrying. Worrisome thoughts and worry in general, it was the theme of my early life, okay? From being a child to a young adult, this is something that plagued me. I was a very negative thinker. I had panic disorder, health anxiety, bouts of depression, social anxiety, generalized anxiety disorder. So it's fair to say that I had my fair share of worry. And it was detrimental to every part of me that I stopped worrying so much. Now, in small amounts, guys, being worried about something is actually healthy. It's actually detrimental to your livelihood, to survival. You need to have a healthy level of worry. But there are many of us out there, and I think actually most people, we worry too much. And this can mess us up, okay? It can mess us up physically and mentally. Obviously, it can lead to things like anxiety disorders and depression. A lot of people with addiction issues, worry too much, and they use their substance of choice to actually get over this. Something else it can lead to is a lot of anger and resentment and just general sadness. If you want to be the happiest version of yourself, you have to get this under control. Now, I want you guys to look at this. There are 5 ways that I'm going to give you, but you need to look at this kind of as a marathon instead of a sprint, okay? These things might take you weeks or even months to master, but once you do, it becomes a lot easier. I have to practice these 5 things for my mental health because believe me, I am not going back to where I used to be. So it does take some time. Some of you are going to work harder than others. Some of you are going to stick to doing this every single day, and it'll work a lot faster. But be prepared for a longer journey and a fight and a marathon, more so than this quick and easy thing, okay? So we're going to get right into this. Now, the first one that I'm going to give you, this is something that you can start doing today, and I honestly think out of all 5 ways to stop worrying, this is the quickest way to actually feel relief from this. And it's actually working out. I really can't go a day without working out, and if I do, I just don't feel right mentally. That's how good it is. When I am lifting weights, or if I'm on the treadmill, if I'm jumping rope or doing squats or anything like that, any type of hardcore physical exercise, I'm not worried about my bills. I'm not worried about an argument I got with Jeff the other day. I'm not worried about unnecessary things or even thinking about the future. I am all in the present, which is what you need to be, okay? You need to be in the present. So working out gives me that sense of euphoria. It releases dopamine, feel-good feelings, pleasure, and that's something that I like. Obviously, we all need that, but it helps me with my focus and helps me be more decisive. In fact, I work out before I do my videos because it helps me focus on what the topic is, okay? And then on the way home from working out, I had this sense of thankfulness and gratitude that I just don't seem to have as much of earlier in the day or late at night. And I need this every single day. It reminds me on how thankful I am. And why this happens, I'm not sure. I just think I'm just happy to be alive, and I feel more alive after I work out. So working out, you need to do that every single day. Now, whenever you work out, in the beginning, it's going to be uncomfortable, okay? There's going to be some growing pains. It's going to be rough. You're going to get sore, okay? But eventually, it'll be natural medicine to you, and you'll feel weird and odd by skipping a day. And that's where I'm at right now. I love working out. It has been huge for me in my anxiety recovery. The next one, guys, is what I just mentioned, is live in the present. There's so many of you worrying about the past, and there are obviously so many of you worrying about the future. Okay, you can't change the past, and you have no idea of what the future brings. There are things that are going to happen in the future that are going to be out of your control, and you're just going to have to let that be. You're going to have to let that go. There are some of you that did some bad things in the past. There's some of you that had issues with addictions. There's some things that you're not forgiving yourself for. Forgive yourself and move on. Okay, you can't control either the past or the future. But what you can control is what you're doing right now. Okay, and that is super important. Ways to stay in the present is just kind of slow things down. Enjoy things more. Live a little bit more, okay? Spend some more time with your loved ones. Don't eat that good meal super fast. Enjoy and savor every bite. Things like that can help you stay in the present. The next one, guys, is don't try to mind read. Now, there's 2 different types of people. Well, they're not 2 different types. There's 2 different types of way of thinking of this. Yes, I know there's a lot of us that care a lot about what others think of us, okay? I'm actually one of those types of people. I don't want people to think of me in a negative way. But then there's those people that assume that somebody thinks a certain way about them. And those are people that try to mind read, okay? This can get you in a lot of trouble. Things can be hostile. You can get in arguments. You exaggerate the way somebody behaves, and you think that you can read every bit of body language. when most of the time we have no idea what somebody is thinking. This is going to lead to a lot of worry. If you are always worried about what somebody is thinking of you, then you're not going to be happy, okay? You got to do you. You have to do you and handle you. You're in control of you. The next one, guys, is have a worry period. Yes, a worry period. This can be whatever time of the day you want it to be, but it needs to be anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour. You don't want to go over an hour. You don't want to spend 2 hours of your day worrying. But during this time, write your worries down in a journal or a notebook. This would be a good time to journal. And if you're going to worry about something, set aside a time. This is going to help you have some structure to this, and it's going to start separating positive feelings with negative ones. So if you can condense all of your worrying down to 1 hour a day, you'll start to see some things happen. During this time, you might want to write down your worries and just really try to figure out how realistic that worry is. Some of us have, actually most of us have unrealistic worries. You can actually start to see how ludicrous and irrational some of these worries are. The next one, guys, is vent your worries. It may seem to be the most obvious, but a lot of us are internalizing things. That was me, okay? Especially right before I had my panic attack, I was so worried about my health. I started to get a lot of different symptoms that were brought upon me because of my unhealthy lifestyle, whether that be drinking or smoking. I never reached out for help. I never told people that I was worried about my health because of my lifestyle, because I didn't really want to quit. I was addicted to things like alcohol and tobacco. So I never vented about it. I was scared that they were going to try to change me. As a result, the stress and anxiety kept building up and the worries kept mounting and mounting and mounting. And I eventually succumbed to that and I had a horrible panic attack. And then that led to all of my other mental health issues. You need to vent. You need to find somebody that you can talk to, somebody that you trust. Sometimes just talking it out to somebody will make you realize, wow, why am I worrying about this? Sometimes just saying it out loud. So don't internalize everything. Don't keep everything to yourself. Make sure that you're practicing all 5 of these every single day. I hope you got some value out of this, guys. Like this video and subscribe for more videos. Worry less, be more happy, guys. I love you guys, and I will talk to you next time.